If you're looking for a master's scholarship in Europe and you've been skipping opportunities because of expensive application fees, complicated requirements, or IELTS stress, then stop scrolling, because right now an Italian university is offering scholarship opportunities worth €8,000 for international students. And in this video, I'll show you exactly how you can apply step by step, what documents you need, the hidden requirements most applicants miss, and how you can avoid mistakes that could get your application rejected. And yes, I'll be showing you a little bit on the actual website page. Okay, here is the important part. This is not one of those opportunities where people rush in without reading the details and then later realize they submitted the wrong document. There are specific recommendation letter requirements, scholarship compatibility rules, scoring criteria, and an interview stage that could make or break your chances. So stay with me till the end, because I'll show you exactly how this works. Hey guys, welcome again to the channel. If you're new here, this is Mira's Verse, and on this channel we talk everything about study abroad, relocate abroad, work abroad, everything in between. Welcome guys, and if you've not subscribed, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Let's go right into the video. Now, what is this scholarship about? Today, I'm talking about the University of Salerno in Italy. This opportunity is specifically for international students applying for eligible English taught master's degree programs. So this is specifically for master's degree students. Now, the university is offering scholarships to selected students, and this includes financial support plus accommodation benefits. Now, before you get too excited, let's quickly talk about who this scholarship is actually for. Now, this is not for bachelor's applicants again. It is specifically for master's degree applicants, and not every program qualifies. Only selected English taught programs are eligible. So if your intended course is not available in English under the university's listed programs, then this scholarship won't apply to that application. Now let's talk about what you actually get. Now, the total scholarship benefit, or the value that you will be getting, is approximately €8,000. I'm going to be breaking it down clearly. Part of this €8,000 comes as direct financial support, and part of it comes in university accommodation and related services. The first installment for this amount is paid after your enrollment and after you complete your required university payment obligations. Now, the accommodation support runs for up to 12 months. But, and again, this is important, some meal services may not be available when university dining facilities are closed. So don't assume this means unlimited meals throughout the year. Also, if you want scholarship continuation into the second academic phase, there are academic performance requirements too, which means this is not just free money. You need to remain academically eligible to qualify until the end of your program. Now, who can apply? So I'm going to be talking about those that are eligible. So if you fall under this category, then it means you're eligible for this scholarship. Okay, firstly, you should have already applied to the University of Salerno program. So take an instance, you intend to study at this university. You should have applied by the 8th of May. So you've applied as a student, okay, seeking for admission to study in this university. So you should be an international applicant applying for a qualifying English taught master's program. You should be able to provide academic documentation, and you should be able to meet the language requirements, and also be prepared for an interview stage if you're shortlisted for this one. Now, here is something many people misunderstand. Yeah, this scholarship has compatibility restrictions. Like I said earlier, if you are receiving certain other scholarship funding programs from Italy or the University of Italy itself, you may not be allowed to combine both. So always read that section carefully before proceeding. I'm going to be leaving the link to to the website's official scholarship page in the description. So do well to check that. Okay. Now, what document do you need to apply? Now, because this is where many applications fail, your required documents would include your CV. Very important. It is very important to have an academic CV. And then for best presentation, a clean professional academic CV works best. Make sure it is an academic CV, not a work CV. So you can go online, search for academic CV format for Italian universities and use that same format. Next, you need your proof of English language proficiency. Now, this depends on the listed requirements. Acceptable proof may include recognized language certificates or other accepted institutional evidence. Then, next, you need your degree certificate, which is your bachelor's degree certificate, and your academic transcript. Now, you may also need supporting academic records because all of these things would add to. Now, this scholarship is graded, so you earn points by providing each of these documents, and this is why I said you cannot miss any part from this video. Every single documentation that is well provided and detailed, you earn points to making you eligible and successful with this particular scholarship. So if your documentation is accurate and you present everything they need, you earn more points. That gives you a higher chances of gaining this scholarship. Okay, now again, I've mentioned you need your degree certificate, academic transcript, and other supporting academic records depending on your status. If you've done any whatever programs you've done in between, certifications you've done, you could also add that if it is related to what you have studied or what you intend to study for your master's program. This will help boost your chances. Okay. Now, here is the part many applicants get wrong again: recommendation letters, because it is very important. Now, you are not expected to provide generic recommendation letters. Okay, let me repeat that. Do not upload random recommendation letters you've used elsewhere. These particular letters need to align with the scholarship's stated expectations, and in many cases, the expected, or they expect the particular scholarship requirements expect academic focused recommendation, especially from professors or your thesis supervisors. So it is specifically stated in this scholarship website from the PDF that they need 2 recommendation letters. One should be from your thesis supervisors, if you've had one, and another from a different professor from your university. So you don't need a workplace reference letter. You cannot get one from your employer if you've worked for. They don't need that. Okay, so that distinction matters. You may also need to submit declarations or specific forms required by the scholarship. Always check downloadable attachments carefully. Is there? As you can see on the screen, these documents, you have to download them. If you need to know more about the scholarship, click on that link that says call for application for the scholarship, and then it tells you this is about the UNISA scholarship. Click on it. Every single detail is written down there. Now, optional documents that can help you as well would be, again, like I said, you earn points, right? So you can get your relevant work experience, additional academic credentials, standardized test scores. If accepted, you might just include that, since they are asking specifically for other relevant documents. Okay. Also, professional certifications, like I said earlier, related to your field. If you've had any, attach it. Okay, because the scholarship is very competitive. Now, let's talk about the selection and how it works, because this is not a random one. Applicants are evaluated based on your academic strength, based on your submitted documentation, and your additional criteria. Now, if you're shortlisted for this one, applicants are evaluated based on academic strength. Again, you may be invited for an online interview or assessment. This earns you points again. I think the interview is about 40%. You earn about 40%. So it's overall earned over 100. So you have to make sure that you meet at least 70, 80 to 90% of each of the points. Now here it says your academic records earn you 60 points. So imagine you are missing out on any of this documentation, you would lose out on points. Now additional points again for other optional supporting documents earn you 10 points. So if you have certifications or any other relevant documents, so imagine 60 plus 10, you already have 70 points already from documentation. Now your interview would also help in this case. Okay, now when you are being prepared for the interview, again, some applicants focus only on document submission and completely forget this interview matters heavily. Okay, if you're shortlisted, you have to prepare properly for the interview. Be ready to explain why you chose the program, why you chose the university, your academic whole background, how you got the certifications, and the reason why you got whatever optional documents that you've added and why you had them, your career goals, how your profile aligns with the course that you're going for. Now, how did you apply? First of all, go to the official application form through the University. That is the official application to get your, admission uploaded. So if you want to apply for admission to study in Italy, you go through that is the general board to apply for admission. Okay, so if you're a first timer, you have to create an account. If you already have one, you just have to log in. I'm trying to be fast so it doesn't get too long. Like I said, check the link for the description, the link in the description for the website, so you can officially apply if you want, or prepare ahead for next year. Now, again, I'm talking about how to apply so I don't get things mixed up. First, again, go to the official website, okay, the official application form. Create an account if you're a first-time user, first-time applicant to study in Italy. Create an account. If you already have one, log in. Now, after you've logged in, navigate to the application or the enrollment section. Then select your institution, which is the University of Salerno. You have to search for it. Now choose the language filter carefully. Remember that this scholarship applies to eligible English taught master's programs. Do well to check for the particular programs that are eligible. I couldn't mention it on this video because I didn't want it to be extremely long. Okay, then after you've done that, you choose the correct degree category, which is very important as well. So do not accidentally select bachelor's programs if you are applying for this scholarship. Now select the master's degree category, which is what you're going for. Now once this list appears, you review the available programs carefully. Okay, this would help you select the programs. Now once the list appears, choose the ones that you are going for, the one that matches your academic background. Then you proceed to upload your documents. This is where you have to pay attention to detail. Upload each required file correctly. Name the document clearly. For example, academic transcripts.pdf, degree certificates.pdf, English proficiency.pdf, and then for CV, you put the CV.pdf, recommendation letter 1, recommendation letter 2, supporting declaration. Keep everything organized and don't let them get messy. Don't attach all your files on just one PDF, please, except it states so. Now, make sure you don't rush this part, okay? Double check your names, the course you've selected, your uploaded files, spellings, missing documents, everything. Once you are satisfied, then submit your application. And then monitor your email for updates and feedbacks. So please do not assume optional means irrelevant. Do not upload incorrect recommendation letters. Do not skip reading scholarship declarations. Do not select the wrong course language, and do not wait until the final hours before deadline. Okay, the application portals get overloaded, documents fail to upload, and people panic. So please avoid all this. So if this walkthrough helped you, drop a comment below and let me know what program you're applying for. If you want more verified scholarship opportunities, make sure to hit the like button again and subscribe. Share this video so it reaches a wider audience. Until then, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Bye.